Hello everybody and welcome back for the second episode of our Ered Luin campaign in the Age of the War Divide and Conquer version 4.5. So last episode we started our expansion, our humble beginnings, by capturing Ered Luin and Garth Helgoth. We brokered a peace alliance with Angmar and the Orcs of Gundabad, and I think that's about it really. We're also sending our diplomat around a bit, getting trade deals. Actually we should go to the Vale of Anduin. Maybe I have a quest. Yep, I remembered that. And our priority right now was to try and take Khazad-Dûm, which had a sizable garrison, but they were just pesky orcs. Maybe take some other land along the way as well. I should probably maybe invest in another spy at one point. Although I'll just kind of check what the garrison is in Mithlond. Oh, I already checked it, so it's like 5. And then I can check what territory is here, so we can take like a big move around, take some rebel territory along the way to Khazad-Dûm. And then we'll look into fighting the Elves. Alright. I actually watched a little bit of Ar-Travesty's campaign of Ered Luin. He's also doing a campaign. He's already a fair bit ahead of me. I didn't watch the entire campaign because I didn't want to spoil myself. I just watched like the first 2 episodes, kind of roughly where I'm at right now. Just to kind of see how he's approaching things. And he's approaching it quite differently. He's expanding more towards the east, in the direction of Angmar. He's not afraid of Angmar like I am. Maybe that will bite him in the ass, I don't know. I haven't watched that far. But he is a much better player than I am, I can already tell. Because he balances economy like much quicker. Let's see. Grindvan, you can go to Thorin's halls. You get free upkeep there. You do not have free upkeep, but I don't think you cost anything. Free upkeep is the name of the game, because I have a bunch of troops here that do not have free upkeep. And there is a fort here. So I think I'll just send some troops over. Who are my most expensive in terms of upkeep? Actually, I should probably send some dudes home for retraining. See, that's where I'm starting to struggle. Also because I need to balance this public order. Right, the merchant cav can go to the fort. No, I have to go next turn. You guys... If I move you, are you still happy? Okay. Plus you... No, actually you, because you're broadbeam marksman. Yep, okay. Can go home to Faham Gatol. Also, someone pointed out that I pronounced something wrong and I forgot what it was. Let's see. I remember, actually. It was... I think the name of our bodyguard unit. No, not the Tumunzahar, but this guy's, the King's. He has Gabilgathol. I hope I pronounced it right now. If I ever pronounce something wrong, you can always let me know. Oh fuck, I moved too far. I'm gonna load again. It's so stupid. But I just want to put some watchtowers so that I don't have to worry about my public order. So I was like, I'm going to move slowly, step by step, but then suddenly I wasn't able to make it back to the settlement. Although I still had plenty of movement turns before my last little I'm a fucking idiot, and I should just start this episode over, to be completely honest with you. But I'm not going to, because I'm an idiot, and you can all enjoy that I'm an idiot. But I have like plenty of movement points. Alright, so let's just quickly do that again. Cavalry, move towards the fort, but don't cross the border yet. We don't want to upset Angmar. And then you guys pull out. Go to Faham Gathol for some retraining. Okay, so our economy is still a bit... we're getting there, you know? I'd love to get this mining network. Maybe I should just straight up save for it. Although I don't think I'll have enough. Unless we, of course, gain some money somehow, but I don't see that happening. Okay, well, let's actually check Mithlond. I've, of course, completely forgotten about the Doomstag that might spawn once we take it. But that is concern related. If we take Mithlond and we take, not Harlond, but Forlond, I'd be a very happy man, but of course there is the risk of Doomstacks popping up. But we'll just have to deal with that as it happens. I really want to thank you all for the massive support on the first episode. who really seem to enjoy it. There was one guy who commented, "Give me Kant, please, now." So I guess he was more looking forward to a Kant episode. But like I said, I do try to put one episode of each campaign every day. Doesn't always work out that way, but I do try to balance it a bit. Fucking Snow Orcs have everything. They got Framsburg as well. Marriage. Congratulations. War. Enedwaith and Dunland. Rip Dunland. Or actually, in Rip Enedwaith, because Dunland's allied with Isengard. Alright, some death parts in Ered Luin, but our economy is still looking a bit sad. We could get the Stoneworkers Guild House. It's 4 turns and it's relatively expensive, but I think, yeah, we should probably go for it. They'll just speed everything else up. Master Stoneworkers Hall. Same thing here. Garth Heligoth not doing anything, which is kind of sad. I think I need to boost my tax rate a bit. I just need more money. Don't need to have our negative population growth though. Oh no, that destroys public order. You can't change it here. Move you to the fort. I need to do that way more, because that's 470 extra coins per turn. That's quite a bit. Get some more free upkeep here, and then I will start retraining them. Could already retrain them, but I'd rather. No, wait, we actually can spend our money for now. Okay. Then we can send that army to Khazad-Dûm, which should be enough, I think. And of course, once I talk to the Iron Vale, I get an extra military unit as well. So slowly but surely, we are balancing our budget. But as you all know, it's not that easy. And trust me, I work in government. I know how difficult it is to get a fucking decent budget going. It's impossible. I mean, it's a lot easier when you have gold mines, but sadly we don't have them in Belgium. I have reached Moria. I haven't done a single thing like that. Fornost is assaulted. Okay, and a construction is complete of a Master Stoneworkers Hall in Gehusener, which I'm also probably pronouncing wrong. Let's see. Well, we could get the mining network there as well. But I think we'll also upgrade. No, I can't upgrade it yet. I was going to go for the last tier of the Stoneworkers Hall, but we can't do that. What to get? Grain exchange. A pig farm wouldn't be bad. It's also not that expensive. And I can build something in Gar-Heligoth. Roads. And Ered Luin, we can get a pipe hall. Alright. So it will still be a fair bit for my economy to be completely okie dokie. Okay. Still holding on to Framsburg, or Maythelburg, sorry. But there's no other forts in my area. I don't think. No. Right, let's see. See, I still have. I'm gonna save because I'm gonna fuck this up again. But I still have like a lot of movement points, so I could go like here. One further? Should be possible, right? Okay. Oh my god. It's something. Where's a spy? So I think this is actually under towers, which we could also take. And there's a settlement here, Ostgalon, I think, is here. Yeah, we could take that one as well. That's actually a pretty easy settlement to take, so I think I'll do that once these guys are done retraining. I mean, they're not the greatest settlements, but it's mostly actually for trading that they're pretty nice to have. Because for now, I can of course still trade with the Dunedain and with Bree and Elves and all that jazz. We haven't declared ourselves just yet, we are still kinda undercover, still neutral. But we will have to declare ourselves sooner rather than later. Alright, the Dark Lord of Mordor. Garandros, so Gondor's already getting their teeth kicked in. We'll do a toggle fog of war at the end of this episode just to see what's going on in the world. For Hamgathol, well, let's retrain you. Can't retrain them yet, probably because my culture's too... No, my culture's maxed out. Okay. Pipe Hall, Armory, Ironmongers, Large Pig Farm. Guess the large pig farm would be nice, or I could save for the mining complex, which I think I will do. I really should get that mining complex as soon as possible, and I've already been postponing it for far too long. Some rebels moving out there. It's probably the rebels from Undertowers. Rebels are so aggressive in this version of the game. They used to be super passive. Alright, well, if we retrain those troops, then we can send them out with the cavalry as well. Can leave Famgathel undefended. It does not matter. Let's talk to the Vale of Anduin so we get an extra unit. Probably like laborers or something. We'd like some crossbows, that'd be nice. Ered Luin militia. That'll do, I guess. I actually could have sold them map information, forgot to do that. Anyway, let's move on in the direction of Dol Guldur and Woodlandraw. Dol Guldur's also expanded quite a bit already for 22 turns. It took me way longer. And turn. Alright. So I'd say we're looking alright, but that's because we're playing the Dwarves of Ered Luin. It's kinda hard to fuck them up. Unless you massively start building armies first thing. You need to focus on your economy first, but luckily it goes pretty fast with the Dwarves, because of course you have mines. So I think as soon as we have the mining complex in Durin's Hall, we can start looking towards our defenses. Get some armories and the sort, because we will of course get attacked once we openly declare ourselves as evil dwarves. Largest besieged. That's actually good for us. Fornost assaulted. I could invest in relatively cheap buildings. The grain exchange is super cheap, for example. Vertenloon. Something dirt cheap. Ironmonger is also pretty cheap. Yeah, let's get the Ironmongers and it's pretty cheap. And then we'll have enough coins to get the mining complex, the mining network, excuse me. So is there still a tier above? No, that is the highest tier, right? There's complex higher. Complex is higher, so we're only getting the second tier here. Fuck, we should have done that a lot earlier. Oh my god. Well, at least we can send in our troops. Let's bring along the Firebeard warriors, actually. Unless... oh, we're losing out on some free upkeep in that case. We can send the cavalry after them. We can also get more merchants. Mercenaries, not merchants. That's something I missed in the Isles campaign, because it looked like you couldn't get any merchants whatsoever. Hello there. Not an alliance. Buy my map information, Legolas. How nice to meet you here. Sounds being a bit laggy. Hello Radagast. Don't care much about you. Okay. Let's end the turn and then we can get the mining network. But yeah, by now we should have already gotten the mining complex. But at least it'll go as fast as possible with all the stonework as upgrades and all that jazz. So we'll get there eventually. I think the script starts kicking in like around turn 30. You get like the first pop-ups. And then you have like 10 to 20 turns. So I'm not sure if we'll be able to kill the High Elves by then. Especially if they get Doom stacks and the sort. But we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. High Chieftains of the Orcs is dead. Angmar's doing good. We don't care about Angmar, they're our friends. And I want to talk to Dale. Alright, we can do that. In exchange for military units? Yes. Alright, the Stonework is Guildhouse, so now everything should be dirt cheap. Yeah, the mining network, only 5 turns as well, so that's much easier. You know, it would be a cool idea if there was like a 4th tier of the Builder's Hall and it would enable you to build 2 buildings at the same time. That might be a bit OP though, but that would be quite a good upgrade. Ostgalon, Angmar took that one. Shame. A real shame. We'll just have to satisfy ourselves with Undertowers. But yeah, Angmar has pushed in deep. That's going to make it tough later on. But for me, tough equals fun, so that's okay. Let us get the large pig farm here. And yeah, let's keep moving you. You should be able to move quite a bit further than me, but actually not. Which is odd. Alright. Angry dwarfs in the background singing. That's a thing I didn't know I needed in my life. Singing angry dwarfs. I was actually listening to this lame-ass parody song yesterday by ACBC. And what they do is basically AC/DC songs, but in like Neanderthal, prehistoric, hence the BC part. I hope these rebels start kicking Angmar ass. Yeah, they're spamming units like crazy, holy cow. Alright, economy is looking better and better by the minute. Let us get... food production is always nice. Mining networks, nicer. What was the other settlement? Ered Luin. Let's just take a look at the quality of the mines. So they're fairly poopy mines, but I can already afford them. I think I should get those stoneworkers hall first. Garth Helagoth, can they get mines? I should get the stoneworkers hall there. I think Ahuzan are fairly good mines. No, they're not. Is it Fahamgathol that gets fairly good mines? No. Well, I thought I had 2 sections with good mines. Guess not. Well, I guess we'll leave that for now. Keep moving you south. Did I plop a watchtower down already? Seems like I did. No, I did not. Let's keep doing that. You should go back to under towers. Tell me what's lurking there, because I actually don't know. Oh my god. Seems Angmar already took it as well, judging by the borders. My god. Well, Angmar's gonna probably go to war with the Elves soon, which actually favors us quite a bit. They can take care of Mythland. We'll just sneak in and take Forland. That's fine. Me and Angmar, we're buddies now. I would have liked to seize more of the pie that Angmar did. But yeah, I guess I was a bit too slow for that, and I forgot to move my diplomat. As I always do. Perhaps I should have been a bit more aggressive in the beginning, but oh well. Not to worry. Our late tier units completely outclass Angmar, so as soon as our economy is a bit stable, we have nothing to worry about. But I wish we kind of had neutral victory conditions as well. Like with Khand, it's completely neutral. It's just capture 40 settlements. Doesn't matter which faction you need to eliminate or what. Here, I'd love to be evil and just side with Angmar, but I do have to exterminate. I guess, yeah, we're racist dwarves. We hate everyone, so that's the reasoning. So if this guy already took under towers, he's going nuts. Okay, so no, that's just part of Ostgalon. So there is still time for us to take under towers. Oof, because otherwise he would have been dastardly fast. Alright, we're building here. I do want to save for the mining network. Will I be able to get it next turn? Should be. Oh, I don't know actually. I will of course get a military unit, but it should be given free upkeep.
You hold us another proposition for
Oh, perhaps if I buy some, I'll sell some map information. 700.
I do not. There is something
You're probably too poor. Sad, man, sad. Come on, 500.
Let's not take this further, then.
I'm sure Erebor will support me financially. 12 laborers. Huzzah. This band. I'm gonna leave them for now because they're free upkeep. Leave them for now, and they'll come in handy once we go to war with whomever. What we could also do is just completely sit out the early parts of the ring script. Just completely hunker down for a bit. Completely turtle before we make our moves. We could have a very strong economy by then, and we could expand our military first. That's an option, but I don't want to stay too small, you know. I do already want to expand a bit. Talk to Guldur. Sure, that's actually the direction I wasn't going, but I can talk to these guys first. Because I'm sure they'll help me out financially. They should be very rich. Hello, Gimli, good friend. See? This guy's shitting money. He's got plenty of it and is willing to show. Oh, his diplomat got blocked. By who? Dale. Construction complete of the stoneworkers hall in Garth Helagoth. But we were trying to, of course, build mines here. We're just short. We are just short. That sucks. I will just wait a turn. Don't care. Want mines. Is this still our land? Actually goes pretty deep then. Ered Luin is quite a large settlement. I think we're catching up, slowly but surely. Yeah, this battle should be very easy. I don't expect to lose many troops. Well, we'll lose a couple to the hunters, but all in all, I still should have enough troops left to take Khazad-Dûm. We could probably hire some mercenaries as well once we cross there. Okay. Anything else? No, no, no. Thorin's halls. Starting to rake in the cash. Close to getting even more money. So yeah, by the time the script kicks off, we should have a fairly stable economy. We should be raking in big moolah. And then we can start looking towards expanding our defenses. Getting a decent garrison, getting some militia, armory and all that jazz. Should be pretty good. Okay. Ar-Adunaim. They'll of course also pop up. I wonder what happens when you seize Mythland. Like if I take Mythland now, for example, would the Ar-Adunaim still show up? Because in that case I might not want to do it. Thing is, I should probably already save for once the next tier of mines is available here, because we want to get them as soon as possible. They're going to be bloody expensive. Of course, my master builders will drop the price a bit, but only by so much, of course. Well, let us cross. Man, is this really all Oskalon? I'd expect Undertowers. Yeah, Under starts here. Jesus. Stay in our lands for as long as possible. Cannot build a watchtower here. Wanted to put one right at the border. I'll just cross here. Make sure Bree's not popping up anytime soon. We'll crush Bree as well at one point. We'll just exterminate everyone that's in our way. Alright, so next turn the mining network will be done in Thorin's halls. A bit later than expected, but they'll be finished nonetheless, and we can finally start getting big money and just get mines everywhere. And then you are going to see an economic wonder. I wish that could also be a solution in real life. I'll just go build a mine in my backyard. I mean, I'm sure I'll find something, but not sure what. Junk. I mean, we used to have mines in Belgium, but it was mostly coal. The rings in Fey-Nobel? Well, that ain't great. Thorin's Hall, the mining network, yes. I would love to get the mining complex, but that's 7.4k. Can I have that by next turn? I can. So I'm just not going to do anything. Seriously, you're going to block me? Oh, I'm so inclined to just attack you and just fucking go for Mythland. Siege it out right away. You know, part of me wants to do that. The thing is, and this is something that I don't like about Divide and Conquer, Doomstacks. You never know when they're gonna pop up. They might pop on as a fucking rebel army. Peter Jackson himself. You never know when they're gonna pop up. It might be when they have one settlement left. It might be when you take Mythland straight away. And I also can't remember it for all the factions. So I'd have to go all the way around. How long would that take? I'd have to go all the way like... Oh no, I can cross here. So it's not that bad, but it's just mildly annoying. What an asshat. Complete asshat elf. Actually a fairly smart tactic once your allies are neutral with a faction, just block bridges to them so they can't expand anywhere. Alright. Bloody asshats. Man, Dol Guldur has expanded like fucking rapidly. That shit took us 150 turns up to already besieged. Probably stretched themselves a little too thin. I mean, in the beginning we took care of Lothlorien, of course. That was already a lot on our hands. Crushed them rapidly. Another Doomstack I forgot about. Yeah, I don't like the Doomstacks. It's so silly. And it just makes any early game pushes. I mean, I understand why they do it, because otherwise the game could be very easy. I could steamroll Mythland easily. Actually, come to think of it... Oh, there we go, the emissary. From the frozen mists of Loon Valley, a sole emissary came to our walls. From head to foot he was garbed in black robes, and he spoke with a soft, warm voice. That's odd, it doesn't really match. His face was obscured to our gate guards, but they reported feeling cold as he spoke, as though his words froze the thin air around him. He said that he was here on behalf of a great lord of the south, who had come into possession of 4 great rings. This benevolent lord was willing to give the rings to the dwarves, and in return he asked only one thing, that we shut the gate to the mountains, and that none come or go until the emissary returned. He spoke of how these rings would bring us great wealth and strength, and that they surpassed the old 7 in majesty and power. Our guards met his request with scorn. We dwarves are not so easily fooled. They bid him show them the rings, and they will bring his message to the clan lord. In a flash of dazzling light, the emissary dismounted his horse and was down on his knees before the guards, his arms outstretched, and on his dark fingers set 4 fantastic rings. Such beauty and craftsmanship had not been seen since the days of the First Age. The guards were enthralled and called for the clan lords immediately. Grindfarn, his web of support growing wide, was first at the gate. We do not know what words were spoken between the emissary and the upstart, but there can be no doubt. The rings are masterfully crafted, and there is much suspicion that they are in fact 4 of the 7 forged by Grimborn in the depths of the Second Age. We cannot know who the Great Lord is or the origin of these rings, but Sauron's name is whispered on many lips. The decision will be yours in time, my lord, as the emissary said he would return in 2 years for our answer. So 2 years is 8 turns. And then we'll probably also... I can't talk to Guldur now. That's bloody annoying. Let's keep going south. Oh, this is rebel land. So Khazad-Dûm and Orcs of Gundabad are at war. High Elves like me. Well, that won't last much longer. Prefer if Peter Jackson wouldn't interfere. Elder Guildsmen are quite annoying to deal with. I guess I don't have much of a choice. If I besiege Undertowers, I'll probably sally out, because fucking rebels are super aggressive. Alright, well, let's just try to finish the mining complex. That's 7 turns, so we'll have 1 turn after that to prepare. Oh, I could get some units already. I'll actually get 1 unit of pikes, that will already come in handy. Let's get Ironmongers in Famgathol as well. Okay. There does seem shit will hit the fan sooner rather than later. And unlike Khans, I do not get free Doom stacks. I do not have blue wizards popping up to support me. It's not like Sauron's gonna send Inquisitions to assist me. I'm actually not sure what the power of the ring, what they really do. I know if you side with the elves, you get like ports and shit. I'm not. Yeah, you get. I know you get a specific unit, Grimborn Reavers, if I'm not mistaken. I know that's specific, but everything else I do not know about. So actually, I can't talk to Guldur, my friend. Mordor likes me. Probably because I'm already fairly neutral. Yeah, we should start preparing for war. So keep expanding our economy here in these settlements. I guess. Well, the thing is, Undertowers I do not think has walls, so we could just march in there and kill them straight away. And then Peter Jackson, I hate when you're like on the red and it looks like you're in range. So this guy might just come up and attack me. Satellite mercenaries are quite annoying, and they are armor piercing and a halberd unit, so scary. Not fun to play against. Sorry about that. Alright, well, I moved my diplomat, right? Yes, I did. Our budget is not entirely balanced. My upkeep is as minimal as it can be. Is this guy costing me upkeep? Yeah, he is 406. I thought I built shit there to lower my upkeep, but I guess that doesn't really work for him. Annoying. There's a lot more I wanted to achieve in 30 turns, but time flies, my friends. It goes by so fast. It really does. Especially when you're not fighting battles. You're just popping turns after turns, then it really goes quite fast. Alright, rebels, will you sally out to me, or you're just gonna stand around and die? Alright, you have picked a ladder. Mission failed. Ah, there we go, the elven message. A party of elves arrived at the gates this morning and asked to see the king. The guards refused entry, saying that only invited elves would make it into these halls. The elves bid the guards deliver a message to the clan lord in their stead, and it reads as follows. Clan Lord, word has reached us of the emissary that visited you some time ago. We know not of his request, but we know of his master, the Dark Lord Sauron. Whatever it was he offered you, it will not bring anything but ruin to the dwarves. We urge you to reject anything presented by that foul traitor. We cannot begin to guess what he offered, but the bounty of the elves is for all who are willing to share in it. Fuck you, elves. Fuck you. Alright, Ironmonger's in Famgathol. I guess I should start working on like an armory here. Get some pikes as well, because we do get free upkeep there. Alright. Let's kill these filthy devils. Our first battle of this episode should go fairly smooth. These bandits, the hunters are going to do the most damage. But we do have cavalry, so it should be okay. And I should deal with Peter Jackson, to be honest, because if I leave alone on the towers, I leave like one unit behind and then move to Khazad-Dûm, Peter Jackson will no doubt attack. So yeah, we should kill him first. Alright, let us use our superior crossbow force to whittle them down. We're ready here. Boo, boo, boo. Move up. Another interesting thing that I noticed when I was watching Our Travesty is that he actually uses his pikes as a flanking force. I always use them as the front line, vanguard kind of deal, hold the line and all that jazz. But he actually uses them most of the time to flank around and just poke in their backs. Which I guess is not a bad strategy. I mean, it works for him and he's a better player than I am, so I'm not gonna doubt that. Okay, actually, if you position yourself here, you get a direct shot and you do a lot more damage. Especially on those sellswords, who I would like to see dead. They are very armoured. Very nice looking unit. Alright, yeah, that does a whole lot of damage. He's on to me. That's okay, I'll just switch targets for now. Probably marksmen are amazing. They do so much damage. I'll gladly use all my ammo, especially with these guys, because we do... Oh, yes. Clump up like that. Alright, he's sallying out, it seems. I know it's not great to put these guys in front of them, but I'm not going to move them now. Although, actually, I have time to move them. We have time. They're probably gonna like move out and then move back in all the time because they're morons. They're actually sounding out for real this time. Nope. See? They always try to like bait me into running back. It seems they're always coming a bit further and further. We've already taken care of plenty of this also by now. Alright, so we are in range of his archers now. We're here, laddies. Bring in the pikes. Alright. This bandit should go down easily. Just keep firing.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Doing quite well. Yeah, I still need to check what Stubbornness of Dwarves does. I forgot again. Okay, pull out. Kill them all. Leave none alive. Yeah, those Dwarven crossbows are quite amazing. They do so much damage. And for those of you who watched the Khan's campaign, we've also seen the Dwarven catapults in action already. So you will know plenty of reason to invest in them. They are amazing. They are ridiculously good. Nice. Smack him good. Filthy Breelander. Kill them all. Leave none alive. Fire on them. You take them down. This wooden hunter should drop rapidly. Or at least stop firing for a bit. How about some fighting? Yeah, it is mostly those bloody hunters that are killing me. Kill them. And stop firing. Avoid friendly fire. Ach, my lord. The Scottish dwarves. Alright, good shit. So, minimal losses all around. Still have enough troops, I think, to take down Peter Jackson and take Khazad-Dûm.
This is a clear victory.
A clear victory. Yep, that's pretty clear to me. Probably marksmen. They are quite amazing. Definitely want to get plenty of them. Alright. So at least the good thing is we finished all those blacksmith... No, not blacksmith, but builders' halls and all that kind of jazz. So all the next buildings will go much faster. So I do believe we'll have time to prepare. Which we'll have to see. Just to go back. But yeah, priority is getting some troops, trying to get free upkeep for them, and building some armories. Getting the second tier of the armory would be quite nice. And if we could get just a bunch of scouts and pikes, I don't think we need much else. I think Thorin's Hall will be fairly easy to defend. I'm not sure where else they'll attack me, but I think all those places will be fairly easy to defend. And we're going to exterminate populace here. Not enough population to exterminate. No, just argue. How can they be upset then? That I do not understand. How can you be upset when there's like no population for me to even kill? We have Palantir now. Building cost reduced by 10%. That is amazing. Holy fuck. I mean, it might not seem like much, but for like a mining network, that's like an extra 700. Yeah, that's really good. Holy cow. Peter Jackson. Yeah, I will leave one unit behind. You guys will probably get pissed. We can already kill him. Aungasan. Ered Luin. Yeah, these guys are not gonna stay happy. And I do want to capture Khazad-Dûm, man. Khazad-Dûm is where it's at. But getting under towers and the extra building cost reduction is quite nice. Although I imagine once the High Elves attack us, the under towers will not stand for that long. Alright, so we're gonna go skirmish mode, which is very odd playing as a dwarf. It's very misty, well not misty, but very snowy. I quite like this kind of weather. Cavalry will be actually quite important. Where are they? They're over there. Assemble the lads. Alright, he's gonna play the coward's game. It makes sense. That is a pretty nice hill to hold. But we do, I think, completely outrange him. Yeah, look at that. The beautiful towers of Mithlond, I guess? I'm sure there's a specific name for them. Building damage 0%, that's what we call them. Look at the beautiful towers of building damage 0%. Ah, yes, amazing. And Arian Alandili pointed out that the Palantir in the Under Towers actually only looks towards the west. So when I made up my excuse to take a look at Rohan using the Palantir that is close by, that actually didn't make any sense because I was looking east. Well, northeast kinda. But that is not possible with that Palantir. Just some of those fun lore tidbits that I do like to read about. Alright guys, get yourself in position. Broad beams should be close to being in range. No, wait. Wrong group. Still nothing? I think it's awfully close. Awfully close. No, still not. Is that water? No, that's just the shadow of the tower. Blimey. Oh, come on. Can't be much closer. I think he's already starting to fire on me. Oh god, is he firing on my cavalry? I think he's firing on my cavalry. That's a bit annoying. It does of course have a nice hill advantage. Give him hell, boys. Ar-Adunaim mercenaries. Quite a nice unit to have. Yeah, they're getting one hit, which is amazing. That's how it's usually as a medieval too. Like vanilla, they'll just die by one hit with the crossbow because it's so bloody strong. I mean, I wouldn't want to get hit by a crossbow. Can you imagine that? Jesus Christ. The sheer power behind it. Yeah, they're like, oh no, we've had enough. As the heroic music kicks in. Why aren't these guys on fire at will mode? Assemble the lads! Do want to put these spikes actually as close as already possible. So I don't have to do that much running. Ah, the other guildsmen. Annoying lads. And boys, give him hell. Already killed 7%, that's quite good. Would prefer to minimize our losses, of course. As we still want to march on Khazad-Dûm. Oh, he's firing on my broadbeam marksman. Annoying little fucker. I was worried, like, what the hell's causing this Dwarven horn to go off? But it was actually the cavalry. So if we just start running there, and then we can do a calf charge in the rear. We can already charge the other guildsmen. Pull back, horses.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours. The enemy general
Nice.
lies dead.
Rip Peter Jackson.
Those of his miserable foes.
Rip, rip, rip. That's what you get for making that shitty Hobbit movies. That's what you get. Get in there, laddies. Also gets rid of all the devastation in these lands, so we can of course build it up a bit faster.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Yeah, they're running like crazy already. Stop firing. We only lose 10% and I'm a happy man.
The enemy army
No! Keep running them down.
after them. Cut the
After them! Alright, seems like a lot of them got away already. Alright. That's that. There's that. Someone left now, that's the last guy.
clear victory.
Run away! The Ar-Adunaim mercenaries. Huzzah! Minimal losses. Good. Now we just need to kind of balance the public order around our towers. And then we can move onwards to Khazad-Dûm. Beautiful, beautiful. Where we can of course build gold mines. And being the dwarves, those will rake in so much money. Absolutely a must-have. Alright. And then we should, yeah, start preparing for war. Fuck you, Peter Jackson. I'll just plop you in there for just a little bit. I wish I could already build culture building, but I'm too poor unless... I'm gonna cheat a little bit because I don't know where the settlement is. Oh, we're not gonna make it sad. I was actually thinking of selling some map information than being able to afford what I needed to. Yeah, sorry about that. I tried to, man, but they were besieged. I couldn't talk to them, they had different priorities. Alright. Would be cool if, like, mines were, instead of, like, giving culture and population growth, they'd be like your armory as well. You get, like, a dwarven miner unit, and they can throw dynamite or something. That'd be cool. I mean, of course, it's very Warhammer to the Warlike. But I'm never opposed to dynamite throwing units. Quite nice. I know in this game you of course have the Nazkai, Isengard's specialty unit if they manage to take the One Ring. You can train Nazkai, which is basically berserkers with dynamite. Have you ever looked at a berserker and thought, this guy needs some more dynamite to be effective? Bomber! Clanrod Grain, I think that's the guy in Undertower, so that would actually be very useful. Yeah, it is. So then I could leave him behind, I think. Could he manage the peace? No, he could not. Because of the unrest, mostly cultural. Get a brewery. Smoking house in Perthanloon. Let's get some mines. Maybe we can smoke Old Toby. What if I leave one more firebit waters behind? Nope, not enough. What about this guy? Nope, not enough. What about this guy? Nope, not enough. What if I take not Clan Harold Grain? I do really need his broadsword marksman. What if I leave him behind? He could keep the peace on his own. But I would really like to bring his probably marksman along. Yeah, these guys are trash, so are these guys. But these guys are quite lethal, so I'd love to snipe them before they reach me. Let's move ahead. Don't think I have much of a choice. Maybe we can pick up some dwarven travelers along the way. I should be able to beat them with this force. I do have cavalry, so that makes a big difference. Alright, well, hello. I don't hold anyone at ransom. You are quite rich, actually. Modest wealth at this time is quite rich. Yes, you will take 1,000. Thank you very much. Let us go towards Rhun, I guess? No, I actually want to keep you close to Erebor.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir.
Okay, you're just kind of glitching all over the map. Good shit. Perthanloon, Gehuzenur. Building that, nice. That will be done soon. I would also like to get a port at one point, because now our trade is very limited. Well, I could get some extra units already. Rather invest in scouts, which we will desperately need. I might just invest everything in Thorin's Halls, because I think Famgatol also gets attacked, but if we just try to hold Thorin's Halls, we can take Famgatol back after that. When all is done, when the dust has settled. Alright. Pretty spooky stuff, man. Pretty spooky stuff, I'm not gonna lie. I am a little bit scared for what's about to unfold. I should probably already send a diplomat to Khazad-Dûm, because there is of course a moment of time before the other dwarves get angry at you, that you can still convince them of your Grimborn intentions. Be like, hey, those elves are really assholes. Imagine if you could like drag all the other dwarves into your path of evil as well. Just convince them. Oh, the choice already here? What? That wasn't 2 years? Oh, crap. An unnatural frost settled on the gates and walls of mountains this morning. This demon frost has been seen only once before. It can mean only one thing. The emissary is back. Sure enough, 2 years to the day he is here, and he presents the same offer as before. Accept the rings and declare independence and neutrality ever after, until he returns, or reject his most gracious offer. Grimborn has mustered all of his followers and is urging that we accept. The world outside these walls has shown us nothing but contempt, he argues. Let us find prosperity here alone. The choice, despite his support, is yours to make. Click on the tick, or blah blah blah. Accepting this was an Ered Luin on the path of isolation, and in time war with all. Declining will see the campaign play out in the standard way. So we will accept. I'm actually gonna... Oh, no. No, I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to actually press escape to save the game in case I did something wrong, but by pressing escape that's apparently also declining. So I'm just gonna load the autosave. Wow, I'm a moron. I mean, that's not really my fault though. Normally you can always press escape without declining shit. You just open your menu and you can save your game. But suddenly it's like, nope. Not too worried though, luckily there is an autosave function. So we were at the end of our turn, I guess? Or right after the battle. No? Just the end of our turn, it seems. Have any more money to spend anywhere? No. We're removing you. Let's get these Woven Travelers, we need them. Let's actually get as many troops as we still can get our hands on. And other diplomats, right. To send to Khazad-Dûm, and you should move back towards Eriador. Alright, so for now I do end turn. Let's actually save backup file. Then I should be given the choice again, right? Or not? I'm a little bit confused now. Might have to reload from the save I did before the battle. Oh, god damn it. Why? Because we're still on turn 34 now. So actually the choice should have happened. But we didn't get the pop-up this time. Maybe it's just delayed one turn? Yeah, it seems we're not getting it now. I'm very confused. I am super confused. Because I want to do it with the rings, so I guess I'll have to load from the battle. Right? Oh. Why does this always happen to me? We'll just auto-win the battle. I don't feel like doing it again. We won it convincingly last time. I mean, there's no point. It doesn't matter. I hope I still get that extra general. I hope I still get the option to adopt bomber. I guess it should all unfold in the same manner. Oh, that is mildly annoying, my friends, and that is my fault, kinda, but I mean, so yeah, we'll just do auto and attacker. Don't feel like doing this battle again. Clear victory. I mean, it's similar results, to be honest. It does not matter. Okay, you will move back to Undertower. Stay there for now. You were moving to Dorwinian, but you couldn't get there in time. Where was that settlement again? Here. Okie dokie. And then we were also not doing anything besides that, I guess. So we're at turn 32. Now it's 33, and then afterwards we'll get the choice. So we just reverse the time a little bit. Thank God we have that ability. I'm like the Prince of Persia. I activate the Dagger of Time, and I go like, and we're back in time. Beautiful. If only I could do that in real life. A lot of moments in my life that I would definitely unwind for. Rewind it, and just do it all over. Or not, you know, to be honest. Shouldn't complain. Alright, talk to Dorwinian. I didn't get that mission last time, but I also do not get the option to adopt. So things do actually play out a bit different.
You have a proposition for us?
Hello.
Except there is something else you wish to propose there.
You are quite wealthy, so I'll ask for much money. Thank you.
Some consider it. Good day to you.
Alright. Please give me like a pikeman unit. Keep going to Erebor.
I'll continue to Mordside.
What do we get? Dwarven laborers. I'll keep them, to be honest. They are armor piercing after all. We did not get to diplomats. We need to do it now. There we go. Sadly, I cannot move people out because yeah, we get that shit. Well, it is kind of close at 65%. I could get a pipe hole and it should probably be enough by then. And if they riot, we'll just take it back.
We march to glory. Set a watch.
This guy's quite slow actually. The other general was
Aye, noble son,
faster.
setting a vigilant watch here.
Though he's healthy. A healthy man. Anything else? I should also prepare units here. And if we have any money left, we can build something. Garth Halagov, perhaps the port? No. We'll build something in Berthenloon. We will build. Well, the healer's supposed to be bad. If Clan Lord Gore could get the healer's abilities, that would be quite useful. And on this house is rebels. They're rioting. Bloody hell. I hope we'll get our culture in check by then. Check. Quell the unrest. But it might not be entirely possible. We'll see. Alright, so now I should be presented with the gift again. And we're gonna just accept straight away. I'm not gonna press escape. Not gonna fuck it up again. And I had to sneeze. Wow. Jesus Christ. Felt like I had to sneeze again, but then it didn't happen. I bet that sounded really weird. Alright, we're not going to read through it again. We are just going to accept it straight away. So, accepting. Click on the tick to accept. Yes, accept. Immediate rioting. Good. The emissary silently handed the rings to Grinfon, who had met him at the gates, and he then sat stoically until the gates shut before him and sealed. Without another word, he slowly rode away. It is done then. As was perhaps most feared, seeing Grinfon parade the rings around Thorin's halls had bolstered his support still further, and he has as good as demanded his own military command. Despite reminders that accepting the rings means we should remain shut in the mountains, he only grins deeply at a messenger sent to curtail him. It took only a few weeks before he outfitted a personal guard in newly fashioned armour and marched out to parade about the lands to the east. In his benevolence, Grinfon has given a suit of his new armour to any willing dwarf, and a battalion has formed taking the name Grimborn Reavers. Despite the joy and anticipation that emanates about these mountain halls now, already there are strange happenings afoot. Whispers of thieves in the night taking gold and other precious gems. If that wasn't bad enough, there have been a number of brawls in the lower halls, and I am told they quarrel over asinine events. A disquiet has settled on this place, and troubling times may be ahead. Grinfon. Ring of Durin's Fall, plus 20% mining income. Oh lord. So he gets 3 rings of power. Abysmal. And he likes me, he's like, yay! Yeah, we need to immediately start talking to the dwarves. Khazad-Dûm, you're over. I actually need to go the way around, right? Bloody hell, it's gonna take too long. Where is Bomber? So we got a bomber after all? Oh, that's our diplomat called Bomber. Where's Grinfon? Oh, there's Grinfon. So he has 3 rings. No? Is that a different Grinfon? Oh, there he is. Grinfon. It is a different Grinfon. Grimborn Reavers. I think it used to be the Obsidian God. So he has 3 rings. Brimbor offered the 7th ring of power. We should give rings to everyone. So I'll put the Grimborn Reavers in Thorin's halls. We'll need them once the Doomstacks start popping up. Grinfon himself will actually go travel around a bit and hand out some rings. Yeah, 100 towers, just kind of hang in there. Seems I also cannot get my hands. Ah, I can. Was wondering when I'd get the Dwarven Travelers. 3 more turns for the mining complex. That might not be in time. Well, I could get to Munzahar nobles. An extra general would be nice in the defense. I'm gonna stack generals a little bit. And as we said, we're gonna kind of abandon Famgithal and just put everything on Thorin's halls. Defend that place. Anything else? No. I mean, these guys will make up quite a big difference. 17 attack, 26 defense, Frighten nearby enemy, also very useful. With the growing power of the Grimborn clan and their burgeoning hold over Ered Luin, it was decided to outfit the units. Oh, that's actually what we just read. The Grimborn Reavers. Alright. So now things have been set in motion that cannot be undone. And I'm hemorrhaging probably a lot of money in upkeep, but I just want to be prepared, man. Just want those mines to be done, and then we can invest in armories, but I'm not sure if they'll be done in time. Because I think things go fast pretty quickly now. And we're going to have to face a lot of hordes stacking up on us, which is not fun. But I just want to take Khazad-Dûm, man. Alright, anything happening in this turn? No. Alright, nice. It's going to reward me 2,000 coins for something I was going to get anyway. Guzenor get the mining network, nice. Starting to rake in money. Pipe pollen on the towers, they are now pacified. Good. Let us besiege Khazad-Dûm. They actually have a wall. I thought they wouldn't have a wall. It's gonna be a tough fight, don't get me wrong, but I think we can win it. And the extra 2k we'll get from it won't hurt. Alright, Grimborn. I should be able... I'm gonna give the proper ring. I mean, they all give the same, but this one, Ring of Durance, I'm gonna give that to... Yes. Clanlord Gore. Make sure it is. Chief of the Blue Mountains. And then we're gonna send Clanlord Gore to Thorin's Halls. I think. Yeah, we're gonna send him there. No, wait, I'm not gonna send him there just yet. We could also give the other Grimborn, I don't know, other rival Grimborn, a ring as well, and then that should boost our mining income by quite a bit. Plus 20% mining income. Our mining income right now is already 1,000, so that's 200 extra, but it's gonna get a proper boost after these guys are done. You have a job to do. Why are you standing still, mate? Move. Let's see that we can talk to Eriador. Eriador. Okay, we still have some money. Maybe we can get some more troops in Thorin's Halls. No, we cannot. We can get some troops here, but they're pretty shite. Let us get a pig farm. Anywhere else I can build? Under towers. Let's get Stonewalker's Hall. Alright, I fully expect these guys to sally out of Khazad-Dûm. Thorin's Hall is at least looking a bit more beefy. And I do believe it will also be a fairly easy settlement to hold. It is a custom settlement. So it's not the basic settlement that you'd expect. And I do believe we'll also get like ballista towers, or at least proper walls and the like. And the game crashed, so we'll be right back. I'm not sure what happened. Alright, so, like last time with the Kant campaign, if the game crashes during an end turn, if we do toggle fog of war, it should, emphasis on should, fix it. Because then we can see what's going on, and it's not like some distant event causing the game to disrupt. We should also check, if it crashes again, which faction is causing it. Because it's probably the AI trying to do something they're not supposed to be doing, and then the game just like, nope, can't handle it. And if you move around some troops, it does work out. Alright, so far so good. Is it Moria that causes the crash? No, it is not. Alright, so toggling Fog of War does seem to work. Alright, as expected, they are sallying out to attack me. House of Power is not entirely my favor, but I do believe we'll have a decent shot at victory, Shardak. If we kill the captain, although he has a general's bodyguard unit, so I guess it's fair to call him a general, then we'll be fine. Those Snagas I'm not too worried about. Look at that beautiful man with all his swans. He's gonna get covered in bird poop. Oh wow, Wisdom is actually a pretty cool settlement. Okay, let's drop the rams. Let's get marksman into position. Should have actually a pretty good angle. Pikes close behind. Travelers on the flank. Same with the cavalry. You guys are gonna be quite important. Do they have wargs actually? I don't think they did. Nah. Doesn't seem like. Although actually, nope. Just a mountain orc hunters. And then these guys take the other flank. Move, move, move. You have your orders. You dwarves are natural sprinters. Do we want to line them up? Make sure they're all fire at will. Okay. I hope they bug out a bit. Fire away! Yeah, the AI doesn't really know how to deal with the settlement, it seems. Which is good, gives us plenty of time to shoot them. I will happily take that. Oh, they're dropping like cheese. Does cheese drop? I don't know actually. That probably makes no sense. Whatever, I like cheese. I like blue cheese quite a lot, which a lot of people do not like because it smells funny. Which I think is the lamest excuse not to like something. Okay. Is this general in there? He is. Okay, let's fire on him then. Fire away, laddies. He's not using his archers either. They already killed 6% with minimal effort. Okay, it does seem to have kinda realized what the hell he's doing. Let's keep firing for as long as possible. Every volley counts. Okay, if he wants to go after my cavalry, I will happily shoot him down. Okie dokie. Cavalry. Yeah, they're gonna have a rough time, but we should try to just rout them. That will be the easiest way to achieve victory. With our cavalry, of course. No, cavalry, why'd you stop? You idiot. They do have the numbers on us. We knew that from the start. We've already killed quite a few of our units. Our problems are dropping like super fast. Just to kite in between their lines a bit. Yeah, those mountain orc hunters, man, they are bloody annoying. Which is why I wanted to charge them the first time, but my cavalry was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Come on, they'll run. I'm sure they will. Yeah, see? I knew it. I bloody knew it. They have no morale, no courage. Doesn't matter how many troops we lose in this battle, it really does not matter. As long as we win, and as long as Clan Lord Green survives, which he should. That should rout them. Emphasis on should. They're so close to breaking. Yep, there you go. Use whatever weapons you can muster. It's gonna be a close fight. We knew that from the beginning though. But it is the right path to take. Holding Khazad-Dûm is equal to a lot of money. And we are dwarves and we love money.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Yeah, but only half our force remains as well. I mean, slightly more, but just slightly. Why is our cavalry so slow? Our Goblin bodyguard is still looking pretty healthy. Stop chasing after my cavalry, god damn it. At least our pikes are holding nicely. Oh my god, these mountain orc hunters are bloody fast. Charge them, charge them. That's a rout. That's also a rout. Thank god these guys have zero morale. That's a big problem for Goblins of Moria and their sword. Mountain Orc Hunters are tough, but all the other ones are just leaving them alone. Having to let them fend for themselves. Cavalry, what are you doing? Come on, boys. Run, run, run. Charge the Goblin bodyguard. My god, this is going to be a tight battle. He's running off. Let's not run into him. Of course, I knew we were going to win this one. We're dwarves, we're tough. They built them tough in the north. Take care of some of those bloody archers. Mercenary Cav is crucial though. Without the Mercenary Cav we wouldn't have stood a chance. Like, it would have been not even close, we would have just lost straight up. Run away! Run, run, run. Go after those bodyguards. We take care of these archers. It's pokey time! Poke, poke, poke.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue
Oh, he's
like
going
this,
nuts,
we will
just
smash
sending in his archers. He's lost his mind. We're running out of ammo as well with our travelers. Well, at least our crossbows still have plenty of ammo to go around. Alright, laddies. That should fuck up them. Nice, beautiful.
Let the crows have his miserable bones.
Beautiful.
Let our swords have his men. The enemy army flees the
There we go.
enemy
Nice.
are utterly vanquished.
Alright. Boom. That's Khazad-Dûm taken care of. And we're gonna get a nice bonus of 2,000 gold coins, which we are immediately going to invest in Khazad-Dûm. Because we need to expand this territory as fast as possible. It's gonna rake in a lot of money. And it should be like Lose Thorin's Hall. If that dreadful event would occur, we would still have Khazad-Dûm to bring in the cash. Alright, beautiful.
Victory.
Let's examine puppets because I want to deal with public order, and I do want to send my broadbeam marksmen up north. Thank you. We kind of want them in the defense. Forest assaulted. Alright, everything else is just kind of calm. Famguthor got the armory. I think one more turn. Yep, one more turn. Let's get Durin's armory there. Just leave some troops behind. Khazad-Dûm, let us get the these mines. This Stoneworkers Hall. Alright, public order should not be an issue, so I should be able to send him home. Grindfarn. We're gonna give Wandering of Power to Grindfarn as well. We can always just swap them around. Good. Yeah, Thorin's Hall is bringing in a lot more money now due to that. Green, you can go back home. And I think I'll either disband or send some units elsewhere. Let's see. Could just the Travelers hold Khazad-Dûm? They could. We could, of course, always use these guys in the defense, so we will send them home as well. Should probably become friends with the Enedwaith, because they might seize Khazad-Dûm. There's some gold here. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode. I still have it toggled on. Ah, the Hiles are getting already a bit pesky, eh? Look at that. We're going to take a look at the world. So Angmar, as expected, or as I thought, has expanded quite far. They have pushed quite deep, but we have, of course, different priorities. We have taken Under Towers, we've moved more south and Khazad-Dûm, so we're kind of blocked in the Elves, and we will take care of the Elves at one point. So Angmar's doing quite well, Gundabad as well. Imladris actually expanded. Very rarely that happens. Usually they stick around Imladris. I mean, yeah, they are the High Elves faction now, so maybe they have changed a bit. We read it back when it was version 3 and they were just Imladris. They'd stick in that settlement and not bother with everyone else. That's okay for us. Is like Elrond coming over to beat our ass? Is he that angry? Is Aragorn gonna come over? Isengard doing quite well, but they haven't been able to siege the Hornburg. Dunland is doing okay against the Enedwaith, which is good for us, because then they will be less inclined to attack us for Khazad-Dûm. Dol Amroth is doing quite well, quite aggressive. I'm not sure how Kant managed to be able to get an army here like that, but okay. No one bothered to take Ankaragmir. I love that settlement though, it brings in a lot of money with mines. Rhun is slowly building up, but Dale and Erebor have been quite aggressive. Erebor even going as far as Skarn, so Rhun's gonna have a bad game, I think. Usually Rhun picks up all these territories. Yeah, they're even getting their ass kicked by Dorwinion. Dol Guldur is doing quite well though, surprisingly, and so is Gondor, still holding on to Thelion, or what used to be Thelion. They still get troops there, but now a fort. Used to be a settlement, now it's a fort. Mordor's just doing their own things. So far, the world is still relatively calm. Everyone's sticking mostly to their own territory. We haven't seen any like massive expansions, except for Dale and the Dwarves. But then again, Dale's getting their ass whooped by Dol Guldur on this flank, so it'll be interesting to see how far that goes. Anyway, this was episode 2. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We did accept the rings in this episode, so shit's about to go down. I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.